What's good, y'all? This is our very first podcast. We're known as the WGPT, short form for We Got Podcast 2. We're a quartet of 4 guys. It's your boy A-Raw, aka Kin-Ming, whatever you guys want to call me. And next to me we have...
It's your funky neighborhood, David.
And then we have next to David.
Nutroy.
And next to Roy.
I am Aufaunt.
Yo, what's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Decent, man.
I'm doing real good compared to the last time we did a podcast.
Feels much better.
That's good.
You gotta get that first one out of the way, I think. Right?
You gotta bust the first nut before the second one's actually dope.
The first one's scary. Hella scary. Your whole body quivers. Feels like an earthquake.
Yup. Okay.
Yeah. So, funny, I just recently received my text by my cousin. He was just telling me, yo, new song. Bryan Michael Cox sent it to me that I'm going to share through our website.
Can I just double check something? I don't want to bring anything up or call your cousin out or nothing. So Bryan Michael Cox directly sent your cousin an unreleased demo or mixed version of an Usher song.
Usher.
That's amazing.
I think he's featured.
So he sent it by email or text message? Or what did he do?
I don't know. He just told me yo, Bryan Michael Cox sent it to me. It was oh shit.
Did he send it to him as in everyone gets it also? Or he sent it yo man, you my boy.
Specifically.
Check it out, I got an Usher song, man, that no one's gonna get ever except you and me.
Bryan Michael Cox knows that my cousin's under a particular website called I Got So.
It's on me he's hey man, it's your boy BM Cox, and I got a new track. Let me know what you think.
Nice.
Yeah.
BM Cox.
But so the song title I don't know yet, but it's about to release a music video that features Usher and the singer is Ella Mai.
Okay.
Shit.
Have you listened to the song yet?
Yeah, actually, there was a bit of a demo that was released on Instagram for 30 seconds or something. It was nice. I like it.
It was nice?
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
well,
it was the Ella Mai vibe that I always want
I
to
have not heard it yet.
Okay. But it's through Instagram.
Can you describe it to us, all of us who don't have hookups to Bryan Michael Cox?
Very...
Tell us, Kin-Ming.
Yeah, man. Give us...
What's that like?
It's very Usher vibe. I was how you describe it.
Wait, My Way Usher or
8701 kind of Usher. Yeah, or and Ella Mai, who she is now these days. If you listen to Trip,
is he super falsettoing this whole song, or is he singing it?
He's actually singing it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's actually the Usher that we wanted. So I'm just yeah, cool. And Ella Mai,
I like Usher's falsetto, by the way. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But there goes my baby.
We'll edit that out. All right.
But yeah, I'm excited for that one. I mean, I'm excited for her sophomore album. Hopefully,
I like her.
Yeah, she's good.
Where's she from?
The 80s, apparently. I like how everyone's yo, man, that sounds fresh. And it's I sound like the old man talking now because I'm yo, that's literally just basically SWV and shit from the 90s. So I was wow, I'm old enough to have heard something twice.
You get to experience it twice.
Exactly. I saw MJ twice with Kobe. I saw Magic Johnson twice with LeBron. Now I get to hear SWV twice with Ella Mai and that kind of shit. Yay. Or is it more that's, I wouldn't necessarily say that's SWV style, but it's in that same genre. That kind of 90s R&B, actual music.
Yeah, exactly.
Really? You listen to Ella Mai?
Damn.
Yeah, I like me some Ella Mai.
Touch the mic. Can you not touch the mic?
I like how she sounds nice on my ears.
Dope. So don't touch the mic.
I'm touching the mics, man.
All right.
It's forbidden.
David, you listen to Usher?
Usher, oh yeah, for sure. Usher, Omarion.
Okay.
2000s. Did you guys listen to what's this? Chingy too, right?
Yeah. One Chingy song. You only had one song.
It's basically that puppy love in the 2000 songs that I listened to.
You listen to Chingy? Did you?
One song, yeah.
I like it right there.
Right there? Was
Yeah,
that the
right
one?
there. That's it.
He was.
He got more than that. Like he had maybe one other, right? With
He had
that
one,
dude from the Disney Channel, didn't he?
One call away.
Yeah,
That's the
Yeah,
one,
that
right?
one's a good
Yeah.
one.
that was
Yeah.
dope actually. But and plus he's rapping, ain't he? That's not
Yeah,
singing.
that's like. Ching,
So
Ching's
that
rapping,
doesn't
right?
count. You can't really have a nervous vibrato when you're rapping, right?
Yeah, I mean, okay, let's put Omarion in there too. Omarion,
Yeah, but he's a god, so it's
Omarion's a
little
god.
different.
he is a god.
Shout out. What?
Yeah, Aufaunt
Maybach, bitches.
Fuck with Omarion, right?
Yeah.
Mario sing cat. I
That's a
was
different level, man. He
What do you
can,
think?
he can
separates
dance
him? Yeah.
and sing all at the same time
Yeah,
and
yeah.
wear clothes that are way too big for him. That's amazing.
Yeah, did you know like one performance that Omarion at a concert where he performed when there was like no audience?
Like purposely, like just no one showed up.
Nobody showed up because he was like disrespectful for not showing up for the press.
Oh, okay, well, whatever.
Oh, I think
That's
that's
kinda
what they
cool.
called a tech run.
Tech
That
run.
shit was
Yeah,
just a
exactly.
tech run.
It was a tech run. It was a tech run.
That's tech, right? You describe it that way. I mean, like for his music career, it started to die off or something. Like not many Mario. When you guys say so, it's like you guys haven't heard about Mario ever since like Post to Be. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I don't know. I guess you'd have
no offense. I didn't like Post to Be either.
Mm.
Ever since he got away from the underdogs,
Mm-hmm.
stopped working with like actual dope producers.
Right?
It's like, just like anyone, like Chris Brown even. I love Chris Brown,
Yeah, yeah.
but when he stopped working with like actual musicians,
Mhm.
He's not Chris Brown.
it's like it ain't the same like classics that Chris Brown had. Like, he has
Exactly.
really dope songs. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong.
It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
Chris Breezy. It's just Chris.
No. I mean, they're not songs you sing. They're like rap singing now and stuff, right? It's like it's all right.
Are you talking about like his newest, his like,
Yeah.
most latest? How many tracks was that? That's a lot of tracks, wasn't it?
And when you're dumping out 40 tracks per like album,
Fuck,
it's like
right.
I only got time for like maybe 5. I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm hitting that skip button 1,000 times. Whatever.
What do you think of the new Chris Brown album, David?
He got a new album?
Or that most recent one, was it Indigo or something like that?
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah,
Well,
I only
guys like
I only know a couple of music. He did. He kind of, I guess, borrowed some of the instrumental music from the. I think he got one of the grinding song from the.
sampled stuff for
Yeah,
sure.
like Pharrell's group.
Yeah. He sampled
it called?
grinding.
Yeah.
Probably with permission.
Can we
though,
just
right?
say, like, just my opinion, and
Yeah.
I'm not trying to like bust because I ain't nobody,
Cool.
but I gotta say, like, if you're busting, I know why they do it because what's the name of that service? Spotify and shit.
TuneCore or something?
The more songs you got on Spotify,
Yeah,
the more you get paid.
right.
The longer you listen to a short song,
Mm.
the more you get paid. I understand the whole process of that whole deal. At the same time, if you come out with a 40-song album and 3 of them are good
Uh-huh.
and one's like the memorable one,
Yeah.
I mean, you get paid,
Uh-huh.
but like status-wise, you ain't Michael Jackson.
Right.
You're not making classics, you know?
You're gonna take home a paycheck,
Like
but
even Kobe shot 48%, 45%. He didn't
Okay,
shoot
okay.
2%. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I'm just saying.
You think like it's more damaging to his like longevity?
This ain't just him. This is everybody.
Yeah.
No one's got classic albums no more. Like the last one
Anymore.
I can think of is probably Kendrick.
Oh shit.
Oh,
And I'm not
hell
even a
yeah.
rap fan. I'm just saying like I like his stuff and
Uh-huh.
everything on there. Like you pretty much had to go through the album to enjoy it, right? Everyone else like, oh yeah, that one song and then a whole bunch of filler.
You think like there's like no theme or something? Like it was just
Uh,
like tracks that I've got.
There's like a whole bunch of different producers, a whole bunch of like producers who aren't involved in the process now. They just buy beats online and shit.
Yeah.
And we do that once in a while for our project, but like,
Yeah.
it's not like we got like the whole album is like thousands of ideas and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
There's no like continuity. There's nothing
Right.
to fall in love to. You know what I'm saying? There's no like storyline. It's just
Noise.
like
Club hits.
bow. You know what I mean? Jizz. Fuck as many as you can. You know what I'm saying?
How many can fit?
Yeah, exactly. It's like a Jan orgy every night or some
Yeah.
shit. Like there's no one's falling in love with the one girl or the one theme of the song. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's all just like bow.
It's
On
hard
to the
love-
next.
to fall in love with this 40 of them. It's like
You made a good point about like Kendrick Lamar can be like the last artist to have a classic album
that I've listened to. I don't honestly listen to like a whole bunch of stuff after a while because if I hear one song, like for me, like the first song on the album, it's gotta hit you, right?
Yeah.
You want to like, and I don't want like a 5,000 hour long intro. That like back in the day, it was cool because nobody knew what the fuck you sounded like, right?
Right.
You didn't have the internet, so you just sat there and go, man, I wonder what Usher sounds like. Apparently, Usher sounds like this like 50-year-old cool kid who's probably like boning 7,000 women.
Right.
Numbers. He's telling the story.
Right.
You got that on YouTube now, and you got that on Instagram and shit. Like we know Jacquees is boning 5,000 women with his whatever orange Lamborghini or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I don't need an intro for 3 minutes or a minute and a half telling me that I'm cool. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like we get it. You got an album deal. You are cool. You're the king of R&B, apparently. You know what I'm saying?
Is that self-proclaimed, or do you think that? Do you agree?
I think he was self-proclaimed. I don't know, man. Like kids love him. Like whatever.
I mean, like people. I mean, like people for the 2000 listener of R&B. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to F with Litz's music, basically.
It's difficult.
Yeah, exactly.
He's more melodic than a lot of the guys out now. I will give him that.
I haven't listened to his new music
constantly up in his register. You know what I mean?
Really?
He's constantly just like writing his high register where it's like he got nowhere to go.
Oh shit!
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just bugging. Again, I like.
And how do you do that for a whole album?
Yeah. How do you do that for a whole album?
He did?
You're gonna throw your whole
goodness.
throat. Every song he does, he's hitting it that hard. I appreciate that as a mechanic or something. Like wow,
appreciate the effort.
Yeah, you step on the gas, you can sure go fast. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
like what we learned in like Ford versus Ferrari.
Exactly.
You have to know what the limit is,
Exactly.
right?
He's going 7,000 RPM for sure. But like there's no like slow down moments. It doesn't seem like it. Every song he does, he just hits it.
Yeah.
Dang.
Is that like how and like is that how like you perceive Chris Brown?
Some songs,
It
depends, but it actually doesn't feel like he's straining.
Okay. It's like an up and down wave. Like he's not just like going.
Yeah, he's just, I mean, even if he, the hook feels like it's going 100%. The rest, like, whatever.
You know, I gotta say about Jacquees, like, I think it's very risky to do. It's a marketing tool, like how he says, like, hey guys, just want to say, in this generation, I'm now the king of R&B.
Yeah, but
it's such I would say it's a risky.
Everyone laughs, so what's the point?
No, it's just to attract
no one
like
believes that shit.
Many audience.
Before he even said that, I didn't even hear a song he did.
Same here. Like I
That's
never
like
knew who
someone
was
from
Jacquees.
high school coming into the NBA and go, "I'm the king." Oh, whoops.
That's why, like, that's
LeBron
how I
actually did.
Yeah, that's how he like attract many people of knowing this guy. That's how I first knew him.
Oh, you think that's part of his marketing act to be like, just pushy and shit?
Like any publicity is good publicity.
Exactly. I mean, if you think about it, like another marketing strategy, like Chris Brown and his second album will go Heartbreak of the Full Moon. Why is there like 45 songs? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
you just like let that you just let it run in Spotify and just let it play, and like you don't need to touch the computer. Put it mute it and it just like run throughout 45.
So he's got the battleships of albums. All right.
Yeah, you don't
let it run in the background.
That's some cheap marketing tools.
I love Chris Brown. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying?
We do too.
When he does really beautiful songs, they are really dope.
Yeah.
But he sure do have a lot of filler. I'm just saying,
Okay, so talking about filler.
Yeah.
Talk about filler.
So there's not that much, like, let's say, the yam, what Kendrick Lamar said. It's not, there's not much meat in there. So what do you guys think about Kanye's Jesus is King?
I didn't even listen to it, honestly. I just kept, I went through the first part of the songs and shit, and I just went through. Like, if it doesn't hit me, it's not going to hit me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't interesting. It's like a whole bunch of gospel albums. I already listened to gospel anyway. I don't even.
Right, you're good with gospel. You have enough.
Like the fact he's rapping on it, it's like, all right, cool. I know, like, cause you chop it up, you get an old time sample, you chop it up real nice, like the way Kanye does. He does it really well, and you rap on it, I guess, once in a while, whatever. But it's like it's good for like, I think Christians love it. Mm-hmm. I listen to some Christian podcasts and shit, and they seem to enjoy it.
Cool.
You know what I mean? Like they don't listen to hip hop, and all of a sudden they're listening to hip hop.
Wait a minute, was there swearing in that album at all?
I don't know. I didn't listen to it long enough.
Okay. What do you think
That's
about
not
that?
the Ye I want.
Did you like the Ye's?
I didn't
Music?
listen much of that album. All I listened was him and James Cameron taking that air flight. And there was
The
like,
what?
Wait, what?
Is that on the album?
You
No.
said James Cameron? You mean James Corden?
just that's so funny.
James Cameron took him underwater in a submarine. It's like, what's going on? This is like the most dangerous version of carpool karaoke of all time.
Taking the ship. That's like the biggest carpool hero.
Yeah. Okay. So I did watch that video too, and it made the gospel so much volume, and there's so much more feel to it. I was listening to the whole album.
So was it good?
It was good in a way where let's just say, as such a big Kanye fan, that I like the old Kanye.
You missed the
Everyone
old
loves
Kanye.
the old Kanye. Everyone loves the old Kanye.
Yeah,
That's-
but there is that part of me that, man, not that I want to be like go back to religion, but it made me realize religion in a way.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I don't know. I get what he's trying to do.
Do you feel it's genuine?
In a way, yeah, because just looking at him throughout the years, old
Do you
Kanye,
feel like he's
new
just
Kanye.
like rediscovering religion or something? Or he's finding that these are the one segment of people who are not going to fuck with him like in a bad way? They're not going to like badmouth him. So he's going to like work with them.
I think
It's like a new demographic that hasn't been touched by him.
yeah.
Okay.
For all I know, I haven't listened to so much like a lot of music, but it seems like Jesus hasn't been said or it kind of left out for a while.
Right. And then on his album, what's it called?
Jesus is king.
Right on the album.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So who else? Who else?
I'm a
can
little
sing?
cynical, that's all.
Okay.
I mean, maybe he means it,
okay.
maybe he doesn't. It's none of my
Right.
business. I'm just like,
Yeah, one of my favorite songs from Kanye West is "Jesus Walk."
yeah.
Holy.
And I'm not religious anymore, but every time I listen to that, like my God, from the drums, from the the singers,
And his delivery.
yeah, it's just everything is just my God. It made me want to go back to religion.
it makes
I
you
feel
want
blessed.
to-
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, we kind of miss like old Kanye and everything. I mean,
Yeah.
that's like one thing about his tour. He only played the song with Jay-Z, the one, and in Paris. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but
Right. You're not good. Yeah.
yeah,
N-words in Paris?
yeah,
All right.
Okay.
yeah, exactly. But like, I guess like throughout that one tour, they only played that throughout like 80% of the concert.
Sorry, what?
He only played that one song.
Is it Paris?
We're gonna like knock that shit out. David's racist. You know?
Sorry, folks. But
Watches a lot of hockey.
that is the song name. Unless you can say "and star."
That's David makes a good point, yo. What are you gonna
Okay.
do,
That's
say
so funny.
Say the politically correct name all the time.
Yeah.
David, why are you eating all those crackers and shit? Put that mayonnaise
Sorry,
away, man.
everybody.
It's gonna get all over the sofa.
Bro, you're eating too much chocolate over there. Twist? What are you having there?
I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry.
What's your favorite Kanye album?
Kanye album? The Graduation album?
Graduation?
Yeah.
That's the one, hey? Oh,
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's
That's a
nice.
good one. How
Yeah.
about you, David?
Yeah, graduation.
Graduation. Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's real good racist, David.
Aufaunt Kanye album.
At least you support
First
him.
one.
The very first one? Which
First
was the
one.
very first one? Which one was
What the
that?
fuck was it called? Graduation, right? No, it was high school dropout.
College dropout?
Something like that. College dropout.
Something like that.
Right? Yeah, that was the best one. That was the best version of Kanye. Ever since then, it's like, I don't mind like all the artistic stuff he did with the 808 and
Yeah.
Heartbreak and all that. That's
That's
really cool. I did not really like that last one he did before this one with the what do you call it? The orange album cover with the
Oh!
Oh, you talking about like a Life of Pablo?
yeah. I did
Yeah.
not like Life of Pablo. Sorry. None of I mean, whatever. I ain't nobody in hip hop. I don't barely listen to hip hop. I'm just saying I didn't like it. That's it.
Okay. Just
It's more of
It's
an R&B
messy,
guy.
yo.
it seemed like
Just messy.
right. Like you want some production value.
I want some production value. You know what I mean?
Because he's capable of it.
If I'm gonna steal an album off the internet, you ain't gonna waste my time with some messy production.
I'm not gonna put myself on the line.
God damn. I mean, I did technically bad because I got like subscriptions and shit, but still.
Oh my gosh.
It seems like a lot of production today is just messy ass.
Yeah.
It seems like rappers today, I don't even know their name. They all start with little. I'll start with little, and they all like sound exactly the same. I'm just saying. And some of them can't even rap on time. I don't even understand what the fuck that is about, man. Like, if you're a rapper, you kind of gotta know math or something, don't you? You know what I mean? Like, they're rapping and they're like mumbling now off time, not just mumbling off time. It's like, do you just need the music at all?
It's crazy.
How, Sway?
How, Sway?
Yeah. I don't know.
You ain't even know, Sway.
It makes you wonder, like, what you're trying to
Yeah.
This is like the wave now.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, it's scary a little. It's a little scary.
In 10 years, there's
It's a
just
little
gonna be
scary.
some like 15-year-old just beating his dick on a fucking microphone. And people are like, yo, that's the best ever.
Right, that's an
Yo,
ad lib now.
It's an ad lib. Did you hear that? No one fucking beats their dick on a mic like this, little whatever.
Right,
It's
right.
like,
I was about to bring that up. That's the thing. Like, we're about to start 2020, and we're curious how like the music industry changes. You know what I'm saying? Like how 2000 to 2009, the R&B was the shit for us. Basically, it was like
2009.
yeah,
Is that your favorite?
yeah, it was like my era.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
that's like that. That's when you like music the most.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
2000,
seriously. 2000 2000.
What about it? What about 2009?
The art, well, like the artists particularly, like how they they sell it to us. Basically, it's like very rich and really outstandingly good.
they gave you a product, right? They gave you a product.
The production's strong, everything. It's all creative and everything.
That's exactly
But now here's the thing,
Okay.
because like from interview from Pharrell, like he's saying like, yeah, we came out all this the same shit already, and we had to come with something new, and that's when like 808 comes in, and then just like everybody does mumble rap ever since like 2010.
When did the music? When did it like change? Like as far as was streaming popular during that?
Well, you
era
know
of
what?
time?
Like a
That
bunch of
time?
internet rappers probably brought this on, and then they have their own fan base. And then since the industry had to keep up because
Yeah.
they're losing people, they probably put those guys on. Whatever those guys were doing, you know,
Yeah.
you got to listen to it. Like all that stuff that came out of Europe
Uh-huh.
was all like lazy rapping.
Uh-huh.
Also, mainly probably because they don't speak the language. I don't know what the deal is. You know what I'm saying? No, really.
Yeah,
Like if I didn't know
yeah.
the language, I'm just gonna repeat everything I say the same way every time. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, what's like a vapor wave? Yeah, exactly. It's basically a bunch of like 15-year-olds doing drugs and then repeating themselves 500,000 times real softly.
Wow.
Yeah, and then you know they rap like that. Like I don't even want to like.
Try it.
Sample,
Give an example.
Sample.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and they did that to like 80s music, like
Uh.
elevator music, and they chopped it up.
Oh shit.
And you know, like that's kind of interesting. At the same
Yeah.
time, it's weak as fuck.
Mm.
Like the lyrics, like, can you remember any lyrics? I can't remember any lyrics. What did they say? You know what I'm saying? They say
You know
the
what's
same
kinda
shit every
like,
time. They
yeah.
say the same shit every time. These are the drugs that I do. This is how much drugs I do. You should do the same drugs I do, except you can't afford the drugs that I do in the car that I do my drugs in. That's the song. That's what they do. Basically.
Now, try to do that to the beat.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. That's today's rap, basically. You and I, like, we don't even like really listen to hip hop or rap anyway, right? Like we're more R&B cats, really, right? So I'm not even gonna like, I can't say because the kids like it.
Right.
So you know
End
what?
of the day.
That's the songs that they fall in love to or they do drugs to
Right. Right.
in cars that they can't afford and shit. You know what I'm saying? So this is their generation. They love it. That's cool. But you know, like that's why Slick Rick and shit was dope. He actually told you a story, and he actually made it sound dope from the beginning. You know what I mean? Like I don't remember if he ever like mentioned himself, like self-referential rap. You know what I'm saying? He goes, I can't even, I'm not gonna like do it. I was about to try to. I'm not gonna even embarrass myself with that shit. You know, like I don't like. You know what I mean? Like self-referential, like '80s style.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want more like thought-provoking.
Yeah,
Thought-provoking
I
stuff.
want a story. Like that's why Kendrick's so dope.
Yeah.
That's why Slick Rick is so dope. They're storytellers. That's why Kanye's so dope. I love him. He's a storyteller. You know what I mean? Like his original stuff, storytelling. You know,
Right.
all the other rappers, like I enjoy like if the production's dope and all you want to talk about is how dope your car is and shit,
Right,
and how
right.
many like vaginas have stained your seat.
Uh-huh.
I'm cool with that too. If your
Cool.
production's dope.
As long as the production's dope.
Yeah. But I guarantee you, Kanye would have talked about how the seat stain was dope and how it happened and who it was and why that's important.
Like he hits all the
Super
W's.
dope.
Who, what, when,
Exactly.
why.
He's not just gonna like mention it for 5 seconds. Like a lot of rappers just go through that. What do you call it? Like they just go through like a mental diarrhea. You know what I mean? They just mention everything, and if it rhymes, they just spit it out. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's not a whole lot of them that actually like tell a story.
Mhm.
I'm just saying, whatever. All the fans can say, you know, who the fuck is this Aufaunt guy? Whatever, man. It's true. It's true. I don't listen to rap much. I love Jay-Z. He's a storyteller.
Yep.
Biggie's a storyteller. But you know, teen albums, too good. That's like a bad night in the NBA. I'm just saying.
Oh my.
No, for real though. Can you name more than the two? I can.
How about Tribe Called Quest?
Tribe Called Quest, storyteller. At least for most of them. At least they were fun.
Right.
Yeah, because we're getting in a real like
That's a
gray
gray-
area
yeah,
now,
that's true.
where
Now it's
like
like-
mumble rappers can win awards for mumble rap. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not
Is there a
rapping.
category for that? Or
Well,
like,
I'm just saying.
I mean,
there's
like,
gonna
there
be
is,
there's gonna be
I'd
a category for
mad.
whacking your dick on a mic one of these
Yeah.
days. I'm
Like,
just
who did it the best?
Who did it the best?
Or the newest? The new.
What?
I'm just saying. Like I know there was a year where artist of the year was it Drake, and then I think what's his the Canadian guy from Montreal who's like
A weekend?
no Usher's homie.
Justin Bieber?
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. Like something like that. You know, artist of the year, because I think it was I don't know how that happened. Either way. And it was the jazz player who won.
Jazz player.
Sabrina Gums Murphy?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
She's really pretty. Like, you know, that jazz player.
like has an instrument or just a vocal?
Yeah, she plays like I forgot what she plays, but
Taylor Swift.
no.
I know she's not jazz. But I'm just
Yeah,
guessing here.
That,
Are you talking about Nora Jones?
No.
The white.
Corinne something.
Corey Bailey Ray?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know, man. Like she went to school with my cousin, so I'm not gonna badmouth
Was
her.
that like
She's nice
Nelly
and shit.
Furtado?
No.
Oh, man, I'm like
Corinne
losing here.
something. Anyway, are you really telling me she's better? Like maybe as a musician, for sure. She's actually playing instruments and shit. But as a artist, anyone bigger than the Justin Biebs and anyone bigger than Drake? I'm sorry, like that didn't even make sense to me. You know?
Right, like if you're talking numbers.
Are you talking numbers? Are we talking numbers? Like what's
We're
what's the actual thing we're counting here?
Oh.
This is like the MVP award. Like what are we talking about? We talking about wins? We talking about assists? Like what are we talking about? You know?
Right, like how do you judge it?
Because I'm more of the message. I'm not.
So
I'm
who had the
not
most?
really-
You're talking about who had the most
Then-
important, culturally important. Maybe
then-
that's more important.
Then an instrumentalist will win that award. Like Corinne, whatever her name is. No disrespect. I'm just
Right, of
an
course.
asshole.
It's like-
And then,
I think you're
I'm just-
breaking it down.
Yeah.
truthfully.
So
I
an
think you are.
instrumentalist
You are.
with no lyrics is gonna win because like there's no message there. It's like I'm really good at the sustained 7 minor chords and shit. You know what I mean? Like what the what is she telling you? You know, by her music. Like I'm just saying. Like
Kin-Ming, what's important to you? Like as far as like music that deserves an award, like is there a criteria that, like, well, if this like piece of work's gonna be acknowledged or get praise, it has to meet a certain criteria. Is there something like that has to, or is it you just have to like it?
I would say like if you can turn this many songs in one album to a classic and everything, that like really like brings a lot of listeners regarding on the instrumental, the flow, the melody, and the background noise and everything. Like if it's so compelling to like any audience, everything, and like attracts like not only for like the fans for that style, but like opens for everybody basically. Just think of MJ basically. Michael
that's
Jackson.
what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can really make something that relates to what do you call it, dangerous or something.
Do you think like Michael Jackson?
I don't want to say Thriller. Thriller's too big.
Do you think like, and like I might be like saying this wrong, but do you think like Michael Jackson was one of the last artists to truly deserve the awards he got?
I don't know if he's the last one who ever deserved an award like that. I'm saying like he set the bar, that's for sure.
Okay.
You know,
really opens up the music for everybody. That's
And-
how like everybody now these.
Yeah, and pretty consistent. Off the Wall, Thriller, etc. Dangerous. All those albums,
Yeah.
multiple songs on the albums
Shit.
that you can actually remember and actually sing along with,
Right.
etc. He
Right.
hits everything, and when he's live, he's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like
And people talk about his live shows just as much as like the
Yeah.
studio recording.
that would be more like Artist of the Year, Artist of the Century, or something.
Like icon. You hit like
Yeah.
the icon level.
Yeah, let's be real. Like if Kanye wasn't wrong, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
like Michael Jackson and Chris Brown, Beyonce. That's
Uh-huh.
pretty much like Usher, maybe, right? Usher's in that sentence. Like those are the people who sing, dance, consistent music.
You know, like I want to throw Chris Brown, but like his live singing sometimes, comes out.
Yeah, he's dancing at the same time though, so I don't really like. If you force it that way, like that's what's gonna happen. Like he's not singing melodic stuff half the time, right? It's kind of sing rap now. So.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Have you heard him live though? Just like on a mic, just without auto tune and whatever.
And not having to dance,
Just
just
fucking
like,
amazing. Yeah.
just sing.
People like want to talk shit about him, like auto tune and shit. It's like him on a mic without anything going on, just singing into a mic. It's just amazing. He's really good.
is the thing.
He started off as a rapper. He's
Uh-huh.
a better singer.
And he can still
Obviously.
rap.
Yeah.
Like anytime that guy
The
raps,
fact that
it's
dude
like,
can
fuck.
dance too.
My
crazy.
God, mind blowing.
Yeah,
but like,
he's got the
that's
whole
a-
night.
you
And
know,
the problem is the industry is mad that it's always going to be R&B. That's why there's such a thing against it right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always going to be the R&B guys who win the awards because, like, maybe the rock guys dance a little, maybe, but it's not really dancing. You know what I mean? It's more like whatever, just like wiggling around with the guitar. You know, it's not really a performance, right? I mean, it's a real performance.
It is, yeah, sure.
It's just not like that type of like pop cultural thing where everyone's doing it now, right?
You know, I've been to Chris Brown concerts so far.
Yeah.
My cousin and I, we were like so dedicated to like go to this concert. We even drove there, yeah, and helped with an album on, like backflip, everything. The singing, I mean, like for some reason, I kind of underestimated singing basically, but like his live performance for singing is actually very cool.
Yeah.
Very good. And
Yeah.
melodies, you know, like if you can like create a good song with good melodies, basically,
Uh-huh.
yeah, and I think it's like it's worth a shot to go out and be a great artist now. You know what I'm saying?
And there's nothing wrong with being a not Chris Brown or not Michael
True, there's
Jackson.
nothing wrong with that.
But if
Yeah.
you're gonna like give somebody an award, that's the only thing, right?
That's when it gets like, what the fuck? Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's when it gets a little heated.
We're getting
How
this-
Are you gonna give
Yeah.
this person an award?
Yo, we're getting this like Kanye West, you know, like how he pops out during the Taylor Swift Award. Like, hey, congrats on your award, but I think Beyonce's music video is better.
It was.
Or like he was talking about like the music video award, right?
Yeah,
Best
music video award.
He was like, she had like one of the best music videos of all time.
Was it Single Ladies?
Yeah, Single Ladies.
It was Single Ladies era.
That was one take.
Do
right?
we
Was it?
even know what Taylor
That
Swift's
was one
video was?
take?
I have no idea, man.
Do we even know
I
what
have no
Taylor
idea.
Swift's video
I
song
forget.
was? Like we don't even know.
I forget what.
Who's
was that
Taylor
one.
Swift?
Oh, no, David. Hey, what's up?
David.
Dabby.
Break your heart, David.
I have some other stuff to talk
Yeah,
about.
go
What's
ahead,
on?
man. Like
I mean,
what?
Tinashe, new album coming up.
Yeah, we could talk to Tinashe.
Yeah.
That's your girl.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's your future wife, right?
I mean, I wish.
Right?
Yeah.
How many times have we seen her?
Oh, I saw her twice. You can say 3 times in the club.
You saw her?
Yeah. After,
I
what do you call
gotta
it,
say-
concert.
I don't know how the fuck to say your name.
Oh, like that's
It's been 3 years, and I was actually the first one out of all these motherfuckers to listen to you. I still don't know how to use it to say your name. You know what I mean? Tinashe? Tinashe? I heard it's like eyebrow or like eyelash, Tinashe. Like, what is it? What is it, man? You're her husband. Tell us what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
say
pronounced Tinashe.
Tinashe.
Hey, how harmonized you guys are. Yes, Tinashe.
It's the same.
Yeah, dude.
Tinashe.
Tinashe. Like, I have to like,
Tinashe.
here's the
like
thing.
eyelash.
That's what we think about. You know, she even still criticized people. It's like, it's not Tinashe, it's Tinashe.
Tinashe.
Yeah, T.
Tinashe.
Wow.
Listen to
Like I
Tinashe,
fuck
David?
with her music. I mean, like specifically her first debut, basically. Everything else, I mean, like her sophomore album called Night Ride is a lot of distorted instrumental sounds. It was cool to experience, but it feels like Tinashe. Then there's like a third album that's called Joyride, and then it's just that it's just songs that Tinashe doesn't want, and it was thrown into that one
Yeah,
album.
feels like it.
Is that what it feels
Did you
like?
listen to it?
Is that an
I
accurate?
didn't have to listen to it anymore, man. I ran through it like I ran through most albums every year practically. You know, I listened to her when she was just an independent artist, but she's like making stuff out of her bedroom.
That's right. There was a point, right?
Yeah, I was showing you guys videos of this. Like, this girl is gonna be big. Mm-hmm. She's so fine and she can sing. And then y'all was like,
yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. You can't even pronounce her name.
Whatever. Does she have a name though?
I know, exactly. And then it was like, you know, her mixtapes were dope.
Mm-hmm.
And then she got, hooked up on some, she got signed to a label. And then they did the usual deal. Like, they shoved, like, Pop Princess down her throat. And she turned into something, like, she started singing pop songs. And it was like, what the fuck? She just turned into something that I didn't recognize anymore. And it was like, you're a really dope independent artist. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now that she's back, have you seen, I know you've seen her new stuff on Instagram. It's dope again. It's like her again, right?
Die a little bit?
Her new song. Yeah. Her new songs, like 2 of them.
Her second song is more close to her.
She's not doing pop
mixtape
songs with like
100.
the same kind of hooks and shit.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about one of her single, "Flame." It's a pop song. This is what she brought out, and I'm sorry I'm saying this, Tinashe, but you're the one who brought it out. But like, she cried for 2 days after being forced by RCA that they want to turn that song into a single and a music video, which Tinashe didn't want to do it.
RCA?
Yeah, it's RCA, dude.
They're like that dude from the marketing department of Ford.
Oh,
That's
fuck.
so funny.
I got ideas, guys.
If anybody's ever seen Ford versus Ferrari, there's like a marketing dude that like, if you've never wanted to punch someone in the face, this will be your ticket.
If you never ever want to push someone into traffic, that'd be the dude.
That's why you shove this guy into an office and lock him up.
Yes, exactly. They should have done that with the RCA guy from that was like fucking with Tinashe?
T? Is it T?
Tinashe?
Hey man, did you ask her that when you met her?
No? What? I was acting like a fool or something. Like when I said
No!
No, you didn't.
Weren't you at a Marquez Houston concert, like reaching for his balls?
You saw that?
100. Oh, it happened.
You're not even like denying it either. You're like in the front row, like raising your hand and his like crotch level. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
Our dance coach was the one who brought like, yo, what you pointing, son?
Oh my God.
So
now you're going to the Ginuwine concert.
Yeah, dude.
That's your
How many
boy.
times have you seen Ginuwine?
Oh shit, this is the 3rd time, dude.
Ooh.
This is gonna be the 3rd time. I guess I'm gonna YouTube it while I'm just gonna be an assistant, just like holding a light or something.
Okay.
Just holding a light, and it's the most useless thing because like it's so dim.
Someone's got to do it.
I mean, like, it's kind of cool. You know, the first time I actually talked to him was his history, like how he made Pony and stuff. Because I was reading the documentary book of Timberline.
Timberline's documentary book?
Yeah, exactly. I like how do you like get into the music business and everything? How do you like start off from this to get to there? Mm-hmm. And Ginuwine, basically, he and Timberland was part of a record label. I don't recall what, but it was part of the Devontae label. You guys know Devontae?
Yeah, of course I do.
Yeah. Then they were not getting paid or something, and Timba was like telling to Ginuwine like, "Yo, we gotta get out this record label and join a different one so that we get paid and stuff. Somebody respect us as artists and treat us fairly." So they got out, but they made Pony at that time, and they had to shelf that because that was that label. Mm-hmm. So when they're independently at a place, they try to remake Pony. So they did, but apparently they made it way better than the previous one.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, exactly. So that's how Ginuwine took off as like the rise of R&B at that time.
Can I just say another guy? I've seen him live. Even his background singers are ridiculously good. They're all good dancers. They got the whole thing, right? Like we're talking about that whole Michael Jackson, Chris Brown thing. Like he dances crazy. When he was young, the dude can move, right? And then he can sing.
Ginuwine. Yeah?
Yeah. Like I think like possibly he only really had like really 2 great albums.
100.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And then
I agree.
whatever fell off. I don't know why. Probably a woman.
And they're just and they're just
you know how they be.
And then there's the trio group TGT.
Yes.
TGT.
That's on my playlist.
TGT.
Did you like that album?
I fuck with them all the time, man. I listen to them all the time.
You know how I know they're big?
Huh.
It's because I wasn't even trying to look for them and they popped up.
Did they? Oh,
Really?
TGT, like I didn't even know they existed. But if I like searched like one of those guys, TGT pops up.
Yeah.
So it's like they must have done some really good stuff together then.
Oh yeah.
Yo, that's too bad.
And this is coming from someone who didn't follow them at all.
You know, like Tank is underrated. I'm just gonna
I
say
agree.
everyone like, you know, like probably like just says shit about him. Like he like made that joke about whatever, like his videos could be a little over the top. Very uncomfortable, Tank. Maybe real uncomfortable. What I'm just saying, like he's written for some of the biggest artists and some of their biggest hits.
Mhm.
Like you can't talk R&B unless you talk Tank. You can't talk R&B unless you talk Underdogs. You can't talk R&B unless you're talking about like Tyrese's first song, because that first song made the Underdogs.
That's
turned
facts.
into a whole bunch of people.
That's facts.
That turned into Omarion. That turned into like Chris Brown. That turned into a whole bunch of shit. So I'm not even gonna like.
You're saying like that's very pivotal. Like that had to happen for the rest of this.
Yeah.
Time. Okay.
That had to happen, or else they wouldn't have got the money to make all these albums for the other people.
100.
So they got him.
So like
they got Ginuwine. All these guys.
So now I'm gonna backtrack what needed to happen. Back to Fresh Prince.
Mm-hmm.
Did someone that safe as a rapper need to have happened so then rappers who weren't maybe as safe could get into
I can't speak to that part.
Like did they need someone safe enough?
Yeah.
Maybe he might have to other people. I didn't need him.
Okay.
That's why I'm just saying, like, I didn't need those songs. I didn't need him. I was listening to New Jack way before I even like heard of Fresh Prince, so I didn't need him. Sorry, Fresh. Daddy's cool though. I'm just saying, like, you needed Teddy Riley to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You needed Quincy Jones to happen. You needed Timberland to happen to turn into Quincy Jones, to affect Michael Jackson, to make someone inspired enough to be like Teddy Riley, to be working on all that music, right? And then he turned into basically everybody. Teddy Riley turned into Timberland. He turned into Devontae. He turned into Bryan Michael Cox. He turned into Dark Child. He turned into Pharrell. All those people are his children.
So he was like pivotal.
Without Teddy Riley, you would not have New Jack. You would not have R&B hip hop.
Was New Jack the shit back then?
New Jack was the shit. It's cheesy now. Right? It's understandable cheesy now, right? Because basically every song was like a remix of this other 70. I'm not gonna bring that up, but whatever. But people were biting it and loving it, right?
Right.
You wouldn't have Bobby Brown without him. My Prerogative was written by Aaron Hall, and it was supposed to be a guy song, right? It was supposed to be a guy song, and then Bobby Brown gets it and wants it real bad. And then that song was his biggest hit.
Yeah.
Right? And he split off from New Edition. New Edition kept making like, Fresh Prince music. Like fall in love with teenagers and shit and whatever. And Bobby Brown's like, I'm going to fuck your teenager. That's what I'm going to do.
They became like a bad boy?
Yeah.
And just like...
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't, like, this entire lineage sparks off with Teddy Riley.
Shit. I think like that's another conversation that's going to be really important to have. Who is necessary? Yeah,
like you know what? Like there's this thing on this other podcast. We're just gonna bite it. But there's like a what's it called? One Gotta Go. We're just gonna steal it because ain't nobody listen to this thing anyway. Right. But like who's gotta go? So we got Boyz II Men. This is old for old folk like me, right? Boyz II Men, Jodeci, Drew Hill, and I don't even know a third, like maybe 112. Out of those, who gotta go?
Oh God! What about Jagged Edge?
Okay, Jagged Edge instead of 112, Jagged Edge then.
What? No, I think 112 is bigger than Jagged Edge. I would say.
I don't know if they're bigger, but they're not better.
I like 112.
Oh! I love 112, by the way.
Yeah.
All of them are in my like playlist shit right now. Yeah. I'm just saying, if one gotta go, who is it?
Shit, I think I would say Jagged Edge.
Jagged Edge. So out of those 5,
yeah, and this is me like not in touch.
Trick question. None gotta go. You gotta go. Okay, your generation. Chris Brown. Oh shit. Omarion, Mario, or I don't know who.
Usher or like
Usher. Yeah, go Usher. Even though he's still a little order, huh? Yeah. Is it Mario? I would say it's probably Mario. Sorry, you had like one good album.
Shoot, I feel like I have to agree.
Although it was the bomb ass. two good albums actually.
Dude, I feel like we cannot put like Chris Brown or Usher in there.
That's like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know. They're like a tier ahead, so it's like really one can't go.
Right. I mean, like you can throw Marcus Houston.
Yeah, Marcus. Without Marcus Houston, you don't get Omarion, and you don't get you don't. Who else don't you get out of Marcus Houston?
Trey Songz. Let's throw Trey Songz there.
Trey Songz. Well, Trey Songz can go. I don't listen to him anyway. It's all good. Sorry, Sonia.
You like Trey Songz?
I mean, as a person, would I have dinner with Trey Songz and maybe talk about girls we both had? Sure. I'd have a pork chop. I don't think he eats pork, but whatever.
I feel like, if you hang out with Trey Songz, you just like
right.
get the ladies along.
Yeah, for sure. He definitely like, I might like fish underneath a shark that like gets like leftovers from him.
That's the thing. I don't know if you guys
Trey
like,
don't want
keep
this
up,
one. She kind of fat. I'll get her.
I don't know if you guys keep up with like Trey Songz like interview. I was like curious, like what's his personality like and everything. When he like sees a girl basically, and he gets all flirty.
Well, do you like his body of work?
I enjoyed his like 3-4 hours or something like that. Yeah. I particularly like the second with the Trey Day.
I don't even know. Like I know he's a good enough artist that like girls love him.
You know
what I'm saying?
I would say one of my favorite songs of all time is called Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Wonder Woman's dope.
Oh yeah,
the sample on
like,
Wonder Woman is ridiculous.
I like
what the fuck is that?
I forgot that song existed.
Yeah,
that was really cool.
The bridge and how he delivers like the high notes.
I have to admit, man, there was a time when like
he's more genuine than he is.
Yeah,
there was a time when like Trey Songz was getting like this buzz.
Yeah,
I was like, oh shit, Trey Songz.
Yeah,
especially with that song, the Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that was
situation.
a dope song. Yeah.
Dude, I still like listening to the car.
I don't even know who produced it. You know who produced it? I don't know who produced it.
I don't know.
I usually like do that first second I hear a song I like, I go there. Okay, so we got that. Who do we knock off? I still wouldn't knock off Trey Songz.
No.
And I still knocked off Mario.
Neo in there.
Neo?
Oh fuck.
Was Neo in there? Like,
no, we should throw a Neo in there.
Well, the thing is, like, he's written for a lot of people. He's really good at what he does,
He's
though.
Really good.
I'm just not into it.
Should he go like become like the I don't know, like songwriter Hall of Fame or something?
He should be. He's written for a lot of people, and he's written a lot of hits for people.
Now, this is going to be a big conversation I'm going to bring up. Would you consider him a legend?
Yeah.
Yeah. Technically, I would, just because of his impact on the industry, especially in the 2000s.
Yeah.
I just don't fuck with it. That's all.
For a while, it was like
I love Babyface. I still don't fuck with it. I don't buy albums because Babyface produced it anymore. You know what I mean? Like maybe before, but whatever. Yeah. He's still really dope. Tony Braxton's dope. I will like buy a song. I won't buy the whole album. Yeah.
David, would you consider Neo impactful like as a dancer?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Would you say like he was like his music was like something you danced to?
Yeah, well, I remember because some of the songs that he did, we kind of went for like an R&B feel for dancing. So it was mainly for girls that were.
Because there's an image thing too, right? He was like wearing suits and ties.
Yo, man,
like the fedora happening.
I guess so.
Ceremony.
I think I've like insulted enough people for one fucking podcast.
First of many, and the second of many.
We got plenty. I hate a lot of things, so we got plenty for the next podcast.
Yeah.
All right.
That's real, though. That was cool. That was
I have
fun,
no
man.
idea what the fuck we're gonna call this.
This is gonna be like interesting to edit. That's for sure.
I'll do that.
We'll figure out a name someday.
Yeah. No worries. We'll just say it through the group chat.
Any last words?
Thank you guys for coming in for another group podcast. Entertaining as it is, we wouldn't have done it without you guys.
Yeah, good work.
Yeah, stay funky.
David.
So sorry. Sorry. Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Love you.